Everyone, welcome to Plants and Politics. So I took notes today. Today was the final day of the prosecution against Donald Trump in his impeachment trial. I took meticulous notes. I was planning on filling you guys in, and then my computer froze and I lost every open document that I had, including that one. Unfortunately, I did not save it stupidly. So I'm going to try to go off memory, but it was another incredible day. They did an amazing job. Again, the only slight critique that I have is just the way they describe the people who attacked the Capitol. Rather than calling them terrorists, one of the impeachment managers today used the word marauders. Why? Why? Every senator in that room probably knows what a marauder is. But the average American is not going to know what that term means. And it's so vague. And let's be real. Your real audience are the American people. The American people need to understand and really internalize why we as voters can never, ever again allow our country to be taken over by someone like Donald Trump, by another authoritarian figure who has absolutely no regard for law and order, regardless of what he says, no concern with right and wrong, and certainly no compassion, no empathy whatsoever. And that was one of the things that really was hit home today. The fact that, and it was a great point that they made, that even when Donald Trump knew that his words, his actions, his tweets were leading to violent action, not only did he not stop, not only did he not take a step back and consider what he was doing and say, oh my God, I didn't realize that this is where people were going to take it and what they were going to do with it. Let me call off the dogs. He spurred it on. He continued. He ramped it up even further. And they tied it to the uprising at the Michigan Capitol, at the Michigan State House against Governor Gretchen Whitmer about the lockdowns for COVID. And they tied it to the fact that that was a test run. That was our first sign that things were getting out of control, that things were getting violent. And he not only didn't call them off, not only did he not say, oh my God, this has gone too far. Oh my God, we need to pull back. And this idea of kidnapping a governor of a state and murdering her, a wife, a mother, a daughter, to someone, I need to stop the rhetoric. This has gone too far. Instead, he kept it up. He went in even harder on it and mocked her even more and drew even more ire towards her. So he's a sociopath. Plain and simple, the guy's a sociopath. He has no sense of right or wrong. And we can't ever allow this again. So their audience really wasn't the senators, because there's not a snowball's chance in hell that we're going to get 17 Republican senators to find their spine, to find their moral compass and any ethics and vote to convict him. It's just not going to happen. I've given up hope. For 4 years, we kept saying, what's it going to take? What's it going to take? There is no line for them. There is no bottom of the barrel. There is nothing that he could do. As I said to someone on Twitter, people like Ted Cruz have absolutely no principles whatsoever. A man who would allow another man to degrade and denigrate his wife the way that Ted Cruz did, and then still suck up to him, that is a man without any morals, without any principles, without any backbone whatsoever. That is a man driven by sheer greed. And I believe, sadly, that Cruz is more the rule than the exception. And one thing that proved that was that depending on who you spoke with and what news outlet you were looking at today, various reporters were saying that there was anywhere between 11 to, I believe it was 15 seats empty today of senators who just couldn't be bothered to show up. Think about that. If you or I were called to be on a jury and we didn't show up, or we just got up in the middle of the trial and said, I don't really care to hear all of this evidence. I'm just going to take off. Got other stuff to do. We would face consequences. We would probably have financial penalties. We could even face jail time. There's nothing for them. They are jurors in a trial, and they can't even be bothered. I mean, yes, some of them were sitting there not paying attention. By all accounts, you had Rand Paul sitting there doodling over the last couple days. You had Josh Hawley up in the balcony area with his feet up, looking through paperwork. I mean, many of them just didn't give a damn, didn't want to pay attention. And again, they're literally just giving a big middle finger to everyone who was in that building that day and all of the rest of us as Americans. They're saying, no, we don't care that Officer Sicknick died because these terrorists beat him over the head with a fire extinguisher. We don't care that Trump lied for months and manipulated and brainwashed people into thinking that this election had been stolen from them, to the point that Ashley Babbitt, a woman who once voted for Barack Obama, traveled all the way from California to Washington, D.C., and lost her life because of those lies. They don't care. They literally do not give a damn. They are greedy, craven, self-centered bastards. That's all there is to it. So, but the case was really brought home today that Trump didn't just incite violence and then pull back. He actually enjoyed it when the violence took place and then continued on pushing for it. And that he has a history of this. They really established a pattern of practice with him, a pattern of behavior, of encouraging and showing appreciation. Something really, really hit home and made an impression, at least with me, was a man, I believe his name was Coy Griffin. He started, I think it's Cowboys for Trump or something like that. He actually was shown on video, and they played it today, saying that the only good Democrat is a dead Democrat. Not only did Trump retweet the video of him saying that, which elevated his position on social media, he also thanked him for his support and then even took it a step further and invited him to the White House. Imagine if Barack Obama had done that. Imagine if a Barack Obama supporter said the only good Republican is a dead Republican. And Barack Obama retweeted a video of a person saying that, thanked them for their support, and then invited them to the White House for a one-on-one meeting with him. Jesus Christ. Fox News went ballistic. They lost their freaking minds when Obama wore a tan suit. They freaking had meltdowns when he used Grey Poupon on his burger. Yet these people can literally essentially call for the death of all of Trump's opponents. And Fox News won't even air it. Fox News has been shutting off the impeachment trial. Anytime it gets a little too touchy, anytime they start showing anything that truly went on at the Capitol, they cut it off. Every other news channel is airing it in its entirety. I can't say every because I don't know, but all of the ones that I have seen are airing it almost 100%. Fox News, no. They don't want their viewers to see the truth. What are they afraid of? If you're a Fox News viewer, ask yourself that. What are they afraid of? He who has nothing to hide hides nothing. If they know that Trump did nothing wrong and that there's nothing being shown or talked about in this impeachment trial that could possibly harm him because he's so innocent, then why won't they show it to you? So yeah, it was a great day. They ended pretty early. And so tomorrow we pick up with Trump's clowns again. It's going to be interesting to see what, if anything, they have to say. I mean, I don't know how you defend things like this. But then again, you know, his lead attorney, Castor, I mean, when he was an AG, he refused to bring charges against Bill Cosby. So clearly he has a type. Clearly he likes to defend accused sexual predators. And then one of the other attorneys, it came out, don't know if you guys heard this, but it came out that one of the other people defending Trump in this impeachment had just sued him because of his incessant claims of voter fraud. You know, but they sell out. Guess the money was too good. It'll be interesting also to see if they actually get paid for selling their souls. All right, guys, I'll keep you posted. As always, thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care, and I'll talk with you soon. Yeah.